Chapter 5, Scholomance. After taking the surface of the Isle of Cerdaro, King Candor and a select few troops have descended into the necromantic school of Scholomance.
My father used to tell me stories about this place. He said, if I didn't focus on my studies, that he would arrange for me to be sent off here. I believed him at the time, but I think if he knew exactly what this place was like, he wouldn't have invoked its name even as an empty threat against a boy. I am not a boy anymore, and I will end this nightmare of a place. We must kill every teacher, ghoul, and sorcerer that calls this place home. Gandling will not show himself until we force him out. So that's exactly what we will do. Let's get this over with.
I don't know too much of the lore of Scholomance, but I thought it was just a noble's home till they fell into with the cult. So awesome. I thought I thought it was just a noble's house till they fell in with the cult. I guess it's different in this. A new curriculum. Kill the Herald, Curtonos the Herald, Warkeeper Polkalt, and Instructor Melcia, descendant to Headmaster Study, optional Flesh and Bone, Rattlegore, and Jandis Barov. Devotee. The Draenei fled to Azeroth from Outland after Kael'thas and its Blood Elves attacked them. They now use their powerful holy magic to aid the Alliance. Devotees can debuff enemies and bring back allied units from death itself. Okay, that is a very, missing a apostrophe there. Very nice move, but this is kind of vital. It's a macro level after all. Okay, push in, attack.
Our forces are under attack.
That was messy. My mind is still on the previous commentary when I was saying like, what did the AI assist with it? I do feel kind of bad about saying that, especially since I was saying he was hurt over it, but over someone else saying it. Like, it could be partially the AI's dialogues being stilted, and like the AI voice is not being great, but then others of it was off in my eyes. Um, Remember when the field marshal was giving the report, and she was saying there's three ways out of three ways you can go, and listing them, and it's just like the flow of it seems off. It was just the way what she was saying seemed as stilted as the voice acting. It was that kind of thing. There was like little bits of it that just seem odd for someone to say. There's just little bits here and there, and it just sounded off. But maybe it's just the AI voice acting making me overly critical. You know, I was talking about this before in Shadows of Hatred. Um, just there being typos makes me overly critical of the work. Like there could be like there was a few typos, botched sentences in that, and it made me more critical of the work than I otherwise would be. It kind of I was expecting to see more, basically. And so hearing the AI voice being stilted and whatnot, I was expecting maybe, got my head going, expecting to criticize. Oh, not expecting to criticize, but you get what I mean. One, two. Hey, folks. Do, 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 do. Okay. Just trying to make a point there. I don't know if I'll use it or not, though.
Hard to believe the House of Barov ever served the Menethils alongside my own. They've kept this sigil here as a mockery to everything Lordaeron once was.
Ooh, nice. But yeah, no, Blessed Scepter is vital. It is game changing. I used it before and I was like, it's not great, but actual constant repeated use really does, really is insane. Might have been a little too early in that. As far as I understood with these campaigns, they were largely... Like, Kandor is his own character. Kandor is his OC, and... Are you ever gonna just stay dead? Thank you. Kandor is his OC, and that's fine. And then there's other ones, like Istan and whatnot. But the world setting and idea was largely accurate to canon. So this school Kandor here being threatened with being sent here as if it was a bad place, just or like a harsh school. Was it one prior to the cult? So it just shifted from hard school in general to cult school, or I thought it went from Noble's house to cult school. That's how I thought it was. But what is the lore of Scholomance? And is this just a new detail for this campaign, or is it something I didn't know? I have no idea. If it was a school to begin with, it would, on some level, make sense why they chose the place. But it's also a noble that they could control's home, an expansive place, maybe a bit isolated. It will be good even outside. Oh, Jesus Christ! No, that is actually horrific. That's less so. This guy's gonna gum me to death, or maybe just vor me. Ugh. So if it was already school in the first place, then it's kind of an easy shift over. But if it's a noble's place and just an expansive joint that they can control, that they can easily convert, and the noble easy to control, then it works well that way too. So narratively, it works fine either way. Like, oof, Jesus. weapons. Great. Rattle gore leg plates. Something I do always love in campaigns is when they one, two. Something that I love in these campaigns is when they recreate the WoW dungeons and raids as a level. I really like the idea. It's really cool to me. I love it. These leg plates were built from the metal remains of Rattlegore, the horror of Vanderhall, and a nightmare for many of Lordaeron survivors. Tree, strength and agility, 5 armor. Maybe accurate to its stats nowadays. Um, you can go into Scholomance at a really low level nowadays. It's no longer a level 60 dungeon. Like, you could go in there like a level 10 or something. It's disgusting. I do kind of hate the changes they made. I would love to hold on to Alera's Flute of Accuracy, because it is a damn powerful item, but I just can't justify it. Boosting my range units by 10% is nice. But you know what would be nice? An extra 3 armor and strength for this guy. He is my tank. Mr. Troll is very neat. Mr. Troll is made of meat. Fine, we'll do that. Alright, come on over. Wait. Don't really see these in WoW, do you? They never. A lot of things don't make the transition between Warcraft 3 and WoW. A lot of things just don't make that transition, and it's interesting to see what doesn't. Like this model, I don't think made it into WoW. I think whatever they're canonically called in this does, but that model less so. And there's not really many just rando human bandits like there are in, like, bandit lords, like there is in like Warcraft 3. They're always just like the syndicate, the Defiance. You know, they're tied in with the larger groups, and that's it. Mutant.
The Hall of Illusions, I've heard of this place. Jandis Barov should be here, but where is she? One of these torches looks a little odd.
These don't really make it in, the obsidian statues. Alright, engage. Ooh, unholy weapons. Like, you may say, like, oh, they're down in Encourage as walking thing, not in statue form. And they serve uh, Katoon, you know? They aren't an undead construct. The undead forces lose them entirely. They don't appear in WoW at all under undead control. And the destroyer form that flies around draining magic. Whoops. Bunked myself there. Well, just a headset, but still. They don't appear either. Well, they appear as grounded units, you know? So, it's just interesting to see what made it into WoW and what didn't. Someone was saying in the comments on this campaign over on Hive Workshop that they never got to finish a Rathi either. Rathi was one of the many zones they never finished. Or something, in Classic WoW. Like, look how big Classic WoW was. And a lot of zones didn't get finished. Look at, Alterac. Maybe that's what they meant. Alterac is bare bones, you know? It's disgusting how, like, meager it is as a zone, you know? So much so that Incada just got folded in with Hillsbrad. Again, I do love the idea of doing a, like, World of Warcraft retold with a clear narrative campaign, because there's so many dungeons and quests that are actually canon to the other side, or don't happen, or an NPC doesn't, and there's no clarity in-game as to what's canon. So you'll be doing things thinking you've fought all these fights, but you haven't. I like, to build a legend for my character, and you can't build a legend if you don't know what's actually happening in game. Or if you go by the books, if you go read them, you don't know what's happening. Any bit of that could be non-canon. You're spending money on nothing. So actual clear narrative direction and shit. I'd love the idea, but it's never gonna happen. Wait, what? When I checked them earlier, they lost the ability to possess. No. Shit. Fine, we'll deal without the two of them. Fuck's sake. God damn it. Can't res them either because they got possessed.
It looks like something is missing from here. There's an imprint in the carpet, in what looks to be the shape of a square. Perhaps if we find this object and place it, Jandis will be kind enough to appear. It seems that triggered a mechanism somewhere else.
Hmm. I think that's the skill reset book. You're saying you were just meant to get an item for switch, doing the switch, but he didn't get on there. Maybe it's because his inventory's full and it's, now broken. We'll try it again.
It seems that triggered a mechanism somewhere else.
Nope. We'll check Radogor's room just to be safe. Cage. At least I'm not blocked out of this. Oh, that was scary. Footman. Just the corpse is sliding down. It's like, the fuck? Felt like something was gonna happen. None shall survive. This zombie model didn't make it into WoW. Engage. Should have saved beforehand.
It seems that triggered a mechanism somewhere else.
Hey folks, and I've returned. Well, fuck you too. No, bit preemptive, really. Kill that, please. Okay. Save. I'm gonna slow this down so I can actually perceive what's happening. There's a cat. There's this guy, that guy, and that guy. Wonder if it'll... Yep. It'll cast it once the sun wears off. He's the one that provides a rune of healing. I may want to rush him first. Because having 2 runes of healing effectively is useful. Because there's a lot of mooks to fight. And then with these adding to it, there's even more. I do need to remember these can res. The resing is limited though. Yeah, no. How to do this? How to do this? Slow. Huh. That didn't slide down. Oh, yes. Extra guy. This way. Okay, I'm gonna have to split up my army, which I disapprove of, but there's no choice. Try him. Try him. That's more powerful than this. back. Heal. There we go. So yeah, you have to rush those casters down, otherwise they will overwhelm you. Those are unending corpse piles. Or if there is an end, it's far beyond what you can manage.
That's the last of them. Let's move on.
Okay. Here's the first of the mandatory bosses. That'll come in use. Nerf him. Circuit of Nobility. It's just 2 to each stat. No.
Embrace the end.
Apparently this guy is free XP. Oh. Only level 4. Alright. Oh. Nice. Can he get any XP into this? And we'll get his alt, though it may not serve us. I really need to get the Sobi's mask on him. Yes. Alright, we'll stay here and kill some more of these, so. It's free XP, you know? Why not? Also. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Okay, awesome. His alt is fixed in this. Because in the previous one, if you didn't watch it, it did heal enemies, and it healed them pretty solidly. You could out-damage it, but when the enemy was also magic immune and whatnot, it was not something you wanted to deal with. Okay. We'll give up on that plan, so. The Satyr model's kind of working away for the Draenei. Or the Satyr skeleton. Ooh, Jesus. we'll move back. Get rid of this guy, please. I'm getting worn down here. But I kind of can't, you know, not keep going. Because he'll just spam this whole corridor with those guys and... yeah. Well, we have gotten a fair chunk of XP out of it. Cage. Thank you, Raz, for being a bitch. How did you find one of these? Well, I suppose this isn't a Warcraft 3 campaign. This is a... this isn't set during the era of Warcraft 3. This is set during Cataclysm. So, it makes sense. Awesome. Ooh, that one was on fire. Okay. We got... oh, we got a priest. Awesome. I'm actually gonna drop the rifleman. Put the priest there. Drop the priest. Put the rifleman there. Okay. I'm gonna take another look at this. At the Hive Workshop page for this. And just see what it says. Ooh. There's an interesting lore talk here. Um, Someone did a like a realistic map of the Eastern Kingdoms. Oh, that's awesome. Kuusinen. Kuusinen on DeviantArt. Uh, Titling on it his physical map of the Eastern Kingdoms in the year 601 of the King's Calendar at the outbreak of the Second War. Atlas of Azeroth and Draenor, created by Martin Jinsek, map by Andre Johnson. I'm doubtlessly mispronouncing your names. I apologize, but it's done up like it's an actual like from an actual atlas. It's beautiful. But like, yeah, they were saying about how much they banjaxed the maps in modern WoW, and this is an attempt to like reconcile it. Like there was older maps for WoW. How should I explain this? How should I articulate this? There was older maps for WoW, and there was older lore, and then WoW came along and it condensed places hard. Like South Shore is actually nowhere near goddamn Outreck Valley. Well, no, I'm wrong. It is. It is near, but you know, Dalaran is at the other side of Alterac Mountains. It's like it looks. You have either have to cross a mountain or you have to swing right or left to go to hit Dalaran. Oh, like seriously, folks, you have to go look at this. This is really fucking cool. This is really goddamn cool. I don't know like how accurate it is. The comment here on the other page. Apparently, the map by that person managed to combine the aspects of the old maps with the new ones to have it make more sense. In the official Tides of Darkness novel, Alterac even had a coastal area in the south, pretty important plot point in the books, but new maps make it fully landbound. Like, yeah, this is really fucking cool. This is goddamn cool. I do hate how condensed WoW is. I hate how condensed most games are. Because, like, you want to feel the world, but it's just so small. I recognize the realities of it and why it is the way it is. It's just still frustrating. But this is really goddamn awesome to me. I love it. I would have been so geeked out about this if I'd seen this as a kid. Like, I'm much more neutered on WoW now. Like, I just don't care as much because I've outgrown it. I've kind of burnt out on it because of how I've I I've been a fan of it. I've been playing this since for us. I've first started playing. I first started playing WoW around 20 years ago. I've been a WoW fan for a long time. That love can die over time, but also seeing Blizzard's constant fuck ups also doesn't help. It doesn't help. So, but if I'd seen this as a kid, when I was in the height of my love for it, oh yeah, uh, I would have been, I would have been completely mad about it. Like, this is really fucking cool. But yeah, looking here at Alterac, like there's Stromgarde over there, and there's the Ratty Foothills. And then there's a river called the Chillwind River, which is in WoW. But that enters directly into the sea. And then if you go, it could be a day or two's ride southwest, you hit Taran Mill. And then if you go another like half that distance, you find South Shore. And the whole along your back, along your side and back, the whole way down is the Alterac Mountains. Like, it's a grand, imposing place. Obviously, this is a fan work and not necessarily accurate, but it is an attempt at combining the modern maps with the older maps, and having it make sense. Something more than Blizzard ever cared to do. So, yeah. Ooh, Zoldair, Crestfall, Kultiras. Hmm. I would have loved to have seen a WoW that looked like this. Certainly overly expansive, overly ambitious, but God, it would have been cool. Logistics, though, I understand why it's as compressed as it is. It would be fucking cool. It would be cool. But seriously, go have a look at that. Oh, shit. BRB, folks. Uh, dinner's in the grill. I was probably getting something and I heard nothing. Well, folks. Let us continue. But that map was really damn cool. I really liked it. So I don't know where the item is. Let's feel my skin crawl. We'll just keep pushing on, and if I eventually encounter something without an obvious use, I'll give it a shot. Let me pause a sec. And I'm back. I need a drink at this point. Excuse me. Would we just have for dinner? Croquettes, potato croquettes, and spicy chicken fillet. Very nice. Forgot about Team 2. They're underway. Excuse me. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, lamp. That's what we need to do the thing. Ooh. Damn. Can't stun. Okay. Pat back there, pat back there. Oh, you. Grab the ring. We're going on team 3. Get back there. Mine.
This lamp appears to have a square base, I wonder.
Trees? Didn't get to read the rest. I was distracted by the description. But it was about corrupting Joseph Redpath. If you haven't, folks, go listen to the song Darrowshire. I can't remember the singer's name. Should actually have it here on this. Kranis. Cranius. Kranis did a song for Darrowshire. If you don't know Darrowshire, Darrowshire is a small village just inside the Western Plaguelands on the just inside the Eastern Plaguelands on the western border. As you go along the path, you curve to the right. You find Pamela Redpath as a ghost in the settlement. She's still waiting for her father to come home. And you can be directed in Classic WoW to her from either Light's Hope Chapel, her uncle there, her aunt over in Everlook in Winter Spring, and I believe a ghost in the Western Plaguelands. And it starts a long quest chain of you going around the place and trying to dig up artifacts from the past and trying to get a chance to uncorrupt her father, basically, so they can be reunited. And Kata does it again, but it's far curtailed and it loses a lot of its weight. It's shadowy done. If you want to see some of the OG quest, I did it in my Season Discovery series. Some of it, not much. If you want to see the full thing, I've done it, I believe, on my human rogue. Or maybe it was my... Yeah, I think it was my human rogue I did it on. So you can see the counted version there.
Did you do that on purpose? Or was it a fluke?
Damn it. It's this one. Notice how no one else is taking damage. You again. Damn. I dislike her.
Oh, wrong one. Be careful. These illusions.
Okay, I'm gonna save every so often during the fight. Because she is annoying. Okay, you don't have that boon. You do. You're on 3.
This lamp appears to have a square base, I wonder.
Hmm. I may have to come back to this fight because she is a bit rough. I can get one more level here. But yeah, the way to tell which one's the real one is which one's doing actual damage. It's the same as any Blade Master. But the issue is she does damage pretty quickly and your guys get worn down. I just need to keep on top of the Blessed Spectre and the Blessed Scepter, and I should be fine.
You do that on...
I do like the banner there. Heal. You. You. He does do AoE damage. You. Ah.
Wrong one. Be careful. These illusions bite.
Ah.
Wrong one. Be careful.
Yeah, yeah. I can rewind time, bitch.
Oh, wrong one. Be careful. These illusions bite.
Spread out a bit. You. Damn it. Okay, that made it easy. Okay, yeah, for some reason the real one's always purple now. What, has it always been like that? I'm gonna be annoyed. Damn it. Could you kill her?
The people of Lordaeron can sleep soundly knowing these monsters are gone.
Attack damage, a chance to land critical on attacks. Chance for critical strike on attacks. Ten attack damage also gives the hero a chance to critical strike dealing double damage. It's been wielded by generations of Barobs. How Jandis Barob acquired it, we don't know. Still as sharp as when it was first forged years ago. Hell yeah. Alright. That gives him immense damage potential. Because, say, if he rolls a max and does 69 damage, he's now doing 118 in a single hit. That's... and he attacks at an average rate. Apparently, most heroes in the campaign are low on attack speed for balance reasons. So, yeah. It's not the best of DPS, but still, with how beefy he is, he'll do good damage. And if we have to fight the Forsaken again, with their magic immune bastards, it will fare better. I'll save. We'll go in here and we'll clear this out. I'm hoping I can get some more goons for having to deal with here. I may try and clear the rest of the hall first before fighting that guy. Maybe I'll kite him away. I don't know. Part of me feels like I'm going to have to try and duel him. I can feel things crawling on me. There's a moth going around here and I just have to heebie fucking jeebies. Swearing I can hear death sounds on my guys like.
There's a book here. The Hero's Guide to Getting Gains. Looks interesting.
Oh, that is funny. Ooh, Book of Intelligence. Not sure what that was. Might have been an agility book to complete the set. when these guys got pulled up to the boss fight, uh, when we engaged earlier. So if I clear these out now, maybe we won't have to deal with that. Damn. Nice. Yeah, thanks to that, he's doing a bit more damage. The lack of mana might make this fight impossible, but we'll give it a shot. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's push on for a moment. Back. Frost Whisper. Alright, engage. Ooh, enchanted shield. Nice. Tome Intelligence +2. Nice. Break it open.
Damn it, we were too late for these two.
Maybe not, my king. The holy that can grant second chances to its most faithful servants.
Maybe not indeed. Don't have mana for it.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana. Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Come on.
Not enough
The
mana.
corpse could decay. Ooh, Lieutenant Commander. Nice. Oh, this would have been handy. Okay, her command boost. Does it work on him? Yes, it's an extra 5 points of damage. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I doubt I can keep the guy stun locked, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, no, I can't keep him stun locked. Hell yeah. Marduk's Helm. Mana regeneration and grants evasion. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to drop that. Increases the hero's strength by 3, rate and mana regeneration by 10% when worn, and gives a 10% chance to dodge an attack. Marduk Blackpool was pivotal in the Scourge victory during the Battle of Darrowshire by corrupting Joseph Redpath. I'll put it on him for absolutely no reason. There we go. It's not like he'll give any benefit. So that was something. Ah, it's this room. Cool, cool. I wonder how good it is on regen. Bomb rush him. Because like like how does it compare to Scobie's mask? That's a 50. Oh, it is weaker than a Scobie's mask. That's 50%. It's a fifth of a Scobie mask. Still better than nothing, but it's sad to see. Bastard. Silenced me. I will not be silenced! That was a waste. Gander just grabbed the book. Focus on me.
Now that we've cleared the upper level, we should head downstairs to the headmaster's study.
Boots of Calthalas, plus 6. It's a respectable item, but he's not an agility hero. Thank you. Means nothing to have it on them, but we'll stick it on them all the same. I like this. It's been going well so far.
So, Gandling, is this your plan? Force me to kill every single wretched creature in this place before